Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Joe Show, the On a Sick One podcast. I'm your featured guy on this one. This has been a long time coming, okay? And I am super duper excited to do this. Tony, couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much, bro.
I'm very excited about this.
I don't know about you, but I am hyped with all capital letters.
I can feel the energy in the room.
Can you?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It's good though, isn't it? Can you feel the vibration?
Yeah. Can feel the vibes big time.
I listened to reggae on the way here, thinking that would kind of chill me out. It didn't. It turned me all the way up. That's why it's the On a Sick One podcast, and I am super on a sick one. Last night we had a comedy show. It was another sold out show, Tone. Great vibes. Comedians did well. We had food there, the potluck truck. Shout out to Griff and the potluck truck. And the Polo Lounge is just a great venue, great spot. Is it not?
I mean, 100%, dude. Nick's great over there. Shout out Nick.
Everybody's there. Nick's great. DJ always is killing it.
Yeah.
What's his first and last name? Do you know it off top of
I do, but I'm spacing it right at this
I know it right now, but I'm not gonna say it because you don't know it, and you know, I'm just gonna stress you out about it. We'll run
find
it back.
But you want to talk about the person that we brought from LA?
Jay Light, yeah, no, Jay Light's awesome. We've been trying to make sure that we mix it up, right? We're trying to make sure that the comedy scene in Reno is growing and expanding, and we're bringing in different comedians so that when you come to a Joe comedy show, you have a different person to watch, right? And then we always plug locals, love taking care of the Reno comedians, and then we always try to maybe bring in a Sac guy or a Fresno guy or something. So last night's lineup was a couple Reno cats, 3 Reno cats, 2 Sacramento cats, and Jay Light from LA. And dude, like I said, everybody did great, and Jay's a smart motherfucker. He's the type of guy he's read a lot of books. I asked him that. I said, dude, you seem like the kind of guy that, like, did you read a lot of books when you were younger? And he was like, yeah, I can't lie. I used to read a lot. And I was like, he's like, I started reading when I was 3. I was like, that's tight. I was like, I've never read a chapter book cover to cover, ever. And I'm not afraid to admit that. But I should probably start reading at some point.
Well, and I think that's a great transition into kind of what we want to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Which is the origin story of Joseph Comedy.
The origin story, like from 92 when I was born.
Yeah, 92.
29 now. Birthday's in fucking 6 days. I'm freaking out, dude. I'm Aquarius, so I love a lot. You know what I mean?
When's your birthday?
February 5th.
Oh, are you super excited?
I am. We're going roller skating, dude.
You're turning how old?
30. The dirty.
Some people used to think that you're like 45 years old.
Isn't that fucked up? Is it my skin or like what is it? Is it the way I carry myself? Is it because I have 9 kids or
the amount of children you have?
Whatever.
And I think you've been 15 marriages now?
15 marriages. That's honestly like that was kind of a stab at my wife, my current wife.
No, not a
and
stab.
kind of a stab at my ex-wife.
I love your current wife.
I love her to death too. I love them both. They both have given me children that are gorgeous on this planet.
You have great kids.
I have 4 kids. I started out really young. Part of the origin story, we want to talk about the kids first. I love that.
No. I think, well, before you start talking about the kids.
I shout out to all my kids.
Yeah, I think you should start from like the 92. Like, where were you born?
Okay, well, let's run it back to 92.
Let's talk about.
We're going to make this quick too because I don't like talking about myself too much, but I love talking about myself a lot. You know what I mean? 92, my mom and dad, clearly, you know, they fucked. Then, 9 months later, my parents named me Joseph Matthew Sorgani, which obviously my mom was pretty holy in a sense. Very Christian woman. Love you, Mom. Dana. Love you, Dana Ray. And I grew up in Michigan, born in Ohio, Toledo. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. And then lived in Michigan for a while. And then Arizona. Shout out Phoenix. And then moved to Reno, biggest little city in 8th grade, dude. And so thankful for that. I fucking love it here. Graduated high school here and then took off, went to the Navy and spent some time in the Navy, which was good. Shout out to all my veterans, dude. Really appreciate everybody that's a vet. If you're a veteran right now and you're listening and you DM me, I am going to send you a free shirt. How about that?
Wow.
And Tony's going to pay for it, so. Right?
Yeah.
You'll cover 25%.
Sure.
Cool. And so got out of the Navy, came here, had a few different jobs, this and that. And one of my friends was like, hey, you should do stand-up comedy. And I was like, go fuck yourself. I go to an open mic one night to watch him perform.
What year is this?
This is 4 years ago, okay? So we're out the Navy now. We're home. 6 years later, homie fucking at an open mic tells me to do a comedy set. I tell him no. No thanks. Go to there to support him. And he tells me that I'm gonna go up there by putting my name on the list. You ever seen the movie 8 Mile? I told you not to fucking sign me up. That's what it was like. That's what it was like. I was pissed.
And you're from Michigan.
And I'm from Michigan. Yeah. Wow, way to run that all the way back. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, shout out to Detroit. Eminem's my friend. I've known him for a few years now. I'm just kidding.
Were you born? You were born in Detroit?
Born in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, I thought you were born in Michigan.
But I was raised in Carleton, which is Carlet on. Pretty cool. It's actually spelled like that. One of the few words that I actually can spell off top.
You were a trailer park boy, right?
I was a TP boy. That's correct.
You have some jokes about that, which is pretty funny.
Growing up in a trailer park?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have jokes about it, and I also have flashbacks of starting to smoke weed at 8 years old with the trailer park teenagers. I appreciate all of them, by the way. I only remember one of their names, though. Her name was Monica.
Okay, so fast forward back to you getting 8
Put on
miles.
stage, 8 Miled.
Yeah.
So I get 8 Miled, and I go up there, and I actually did a great little set. I probably did like 5 minutes, right? Just completely off the top, because it's not like I had some shit.
Do you
ready.
remember like what you said?
They called my name, and I was like, for what? And my boy's like, he's gonna do comedy, it's gonna be great. And there was a decent amount of people. There was like 13 people there, right? So for my first one, open mic, it was at the Jungle. It was like that coffee shop spot. And that place was great. And it's been like 6 different things since then. But every time I walk by, it has like this stoic effect on me because that was the first place that I broke my comedic virginity on stage.
Pop your cherry.
Because my boy fucking 8 Miled the fuck out of me, bro.
He 8 miled you.
He 8 Miled me,
into
dude.
popping your.
I actually got 8 Miled on the MC side of shit too with doing stunt shows. I got fucking thrown to the wolves on that one too. Just like kind of called out, put on the spot, and 8 Miled, and that was my boy Ty Cook, and I'm fucking thankful for his dumbass too.
How old? Like when was that?
That was like 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. Kind of, dude, what's crazy is they both pretty much started around the same time. I think comedy and MCing shows kind of 4 years, we're about 4. We're about 4 deep. We are a high school diploma in here. The next 4 years are gonna be great. I'm gonna go Ivy League and we're gonna fucking win.
That's great. You're gonna go to a comedy Ivy League.
Yes.
Comedy MC Ivy League is what you're
Well, I'm just saying, like, the next 4 years are gonna be great. But when I leave that bitch, I'm gonna have a bachelor in comedy.
I think
and MC.
That's good. I think it takes like 10 years to become a master in comedy, so you're not far off. You're only 6 years away. Realistically.
Yeah, but I've seen people that have done like 24, and I'm like, maybe it's time to pack it up. But I respect their flow and hustle and grind.
You know, maybe they weren't meant to do comedy, but they forced it.
But they keep going, and isn't that fucking awesome?
Sometimes.
It's all about keeping it going, unless you're on drugs.
Maybe that. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's maybe that
sometimes
too.
you gotta cut that out.
Maybe that too. Well, you like literally answered like 20 of the questions I was gonna ask you.
Really? I haven't really allowed you to talk much, huh?
Well, no, that's okay. I didn't want to.
My wife says I talk too much. Does anybody have that problem? If you're listening right now, does your significant other tell you that you talk too much? If she does, or if he does, fuck that. Push back on that. Don't let them tell you that, because people that talk a lot typically love a lot. And if you're like me, I definitely talk too much. Question, go ahead.
Wait, so like, do you guys get in like a lot of fights about?
No, we don't fight a lot, no.
About you
which
talking?
is nice. If you're in a relationship, you can't fight too much.
You talk.
But no, she calls me out sometimes.
Like, what does she say?
Can I get a word in?
Do you answer for her a lot?
No, always let her have her piece. She's a beautiful woman. She's very powerful. Shout out to my wife, Chanel Correa. Love you, babe. She's at home with the kids right now while we're shooting this pod.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You decided to wear sunglasses on this show. What was the reason behind that?
Dude, because it's on a sick one, dude. On a sick one. I think if I get a new dog, I'm going to name him ONASICKONE. Like one word, though.
How many dogs do you have now?
2. One super gay, which is cool if you're gay, be gay. But he's super gay, so when all my friends' dogs come over, like, and it's summertime, we're having a fat barbecue, it sucks because I just look over and my friend's dog is just mounting my dog, and I'm like, dude, our dogs are super gay. And he's like, dogs are kind of gay.
I don't think they think in those terms.
They really don't.
They don't live in that culture.
They're pretty cash about it.
Yeah, I don't think they care at all.
Cats aren't like that, though.
Cats.
I never seen a dude cat with another Ducat. I ain't never seen a Ducat chase the D-Cat. He's always chasing the P, you know?
I guess that's true. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know how we got on this topic, but yeah, next question.
You said you were going to name your dog ONASICKONE.
Yeah, it's one word, Tony.
So explain.
ONASICKONE.
Can you explain what ONASICKONE means?
What's cool about ONASICKONE is that there's so many different ways to live on a sick one, right? I think a lot of people think.
Can you explain to me what you're saying though? Like what? Can you spell that out?
ONASICKONE?
Yeah.
It's ONASICKONE.
On a sick one.
On a sick one. On a sick one.
Why is it?
So if you break it up, it's like, yeah, man, I'm on a sick one. But that's whack. You gotta say it like, I'm on a sick one.
Got it. And this,
right? And cameraman's like, oh, that is correct. Wait. He's like, I've been on a sick one for 4 days.
How did you come up with that word?
I don't think I came up with it, but as soon as I heard it, it was like, bing. And then I was like trying to Google it, see if somebody's using it like as a web page or something, see if I could trademark that motherfucker. I was like, we need to do like, if I could think of a brand that I would love to wear and support, if somebody created it, it would be one that I'm actually in the works with doing it's ONASICKONE.
Yeah. So, coming soon.
Coming soon. Joe comedy show, podcast, ONASICKONE, t-shirts.
Yeah. Maybe by episode 2.
Thinking about getting air fresheners.
Of your face?
Of my face. Here's the problem. I don't want the cheap, shitty ones. I want the nice ones that the smell lasts for a little bit longer than fucking 2 days.
What's your favorite scent?
Black Eyes Stink Trees are pretty good.
Black Eyes what? I'm sorry.
Black Eyes Stinky Trees?
They're called Stinky Trees?
Are they called Stinky Trees? They should be called Stank Trees if they're not. Can you look that up for me, please?
I can look it up.
The little yellow pack, you can buy them like a 3-pack at any gas station. Hey, miss, what's your favorite Stinky Tree scent? Can you name one off top that is your favorite?
New car.
New car smell. They have that one too. How the fuck did they come up with that?
It's called.
How do you come up with that scent? Who named that? Who goes? Sat in the car, and it's like, oh yeah, that's new car smell. Actually, new car smell is like amazing. My wife just got a new car, and it is like it still has that smell. And I think I might get her those. Thank you for that fucking reminder that those new car smells are perfect. I think I'm gonna get her one of those to keep that smell rolling. To keep it rolling.
Just keep it new forever?
I just think that when you get into somebody's car and it stinks like shit, I don't want to ride in your car.
Fair.
Or if like you ever open somebody's door and you go to get in and they're like, hey, sorry about that. Hey, sorry about that. And you're like, yeah, you should be. And you basically got to ride in the car with all your feet on all their shit. And they're like, oh wait, watch out for that. Fuck your book, dude. Your book's down here rotting with all your McDonald's trash. You should stop eating that. You should stop eating that. And you should go to the car wash. If your car is dirty right now, I'm calling you out. Go get a car wash. Vacuum your car. Being clean is good, Tony. Being clean is good.
I feel like you're talking to me.
Are you a clean person? Or are you a dirty motherfucker?
I'm like in between. Depends on the week.
Okay, I fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like beginning of the week, trash.
No, it's
midweek, it's more, a little picked up. End of the week, clean as a bitch.
It's more like depending on when I'm in and out of town. Like if like I'm in the town for only a couple days, like there'll be a collection of water bottles. I drink a lot of water bottles.
Okay.
But then
single-use plastic.
Yeah, a lot of single-use plastic.
Love it. But I grew up on tap water from Michigan pipes, and if you ever seen the news, that you know that the Flint fucking pipes that were like two roads down from me were smoked. That's what I grew up on. So I can drink tap water pretty much from fucking anywhere.
The trees are called little trees.
Little trees. Why didn't they name them stinky trees?
That's a good. Maybe you can start that.
Yeah, we might do that.
Potentially.
So back to the cleanliness thing, though. I know you're trying to avoid it because you're kind of lightweight. Tony's a fucking nasty motherfucker. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not nasty, but
just a little messy sometimes.
Here's the deal. Being a clean person, I think it helps your life. If you're like me and you have kids young, you're 29 years old and you have 4 kids and a wife and yourself, and everybody has more clothes than they know what to do with, then your laundry monster or laundry pile can be outrageously fucked up.
Yeah.
Laundry is a separate entity from being clean. right? In a sense. Like, you can go to my house right now. My house is dialed as fuck. It's clean as fuck. It's like you go in the bathroom, you're not all grossed out. You know what I mean? The dishes are done. It smells good. But there's probably a giant fucking laundry monster. Actually, low key, not embarrassed to say it, because we got to own our problems and our faults. I have a huge laundry monster at my house right now. And if you do too, then maybe you should take this time this weekend, like I'm going to, and stay at home and do some laundry.
How, do you think laundry monsters are like only synonymous with people that have kids, or like do you think everybody has them?
Yeah, no, when I was a single dude, like fresh in the military and shit, like I'd have a bag of laundry. Like it was always put away and shit. Bro, I got 4 different sizes of kids' clothes. I got baby, I got 8-month baby, and he wears anything from 9 months to fucking 24 months, which is crazy. He's in this weird crazy gap.
How old is the baby?
Then I got 6-year-old clothes, and then I got 9-year-old clothes for a girl and 10-year-old clothes for a girl. So I don't know who the fuck's shirts whose. It takes me longer to yell across the room to my wife, "Hey, honey, babe, is this Zoel's or is this Peyton's?" If I didn't have to do that, if I just knew, then it'd be all good, dude. I would use way less time to get this shit done. And then my wife's shit, I hate folding your shit, honey. I'm gonna be honest with you. Women's clothes, how the fuck the strings in the back of the shirt get the arms so tangled, like twisted and fucking locked in a knot? That's another thing. Takes me another 8 minutes to unfuck her shirt because I want to hang it perfectly for her because I love her. But it takes me 8 minutes on one shirt. At a certain point, you get a little over it and you just, laundry is a motherfucker, dude. Let's do laundry this weekend. Everybody that's listening, get your ass home this weekend and take some time out of your fucking life to do some laundry. That's where we're at. Back to the clean thing though, real quick, and then we're gonna jump off that too. Cause you keep running around to me. Next thing you know, I'm telling the whole world that my laundry monster's huge.
Are we talking like Godzilla, like King Kong big, or we're talking more like goblin size?
No, it always gets done, right? My wife is a savage. I try to help her as much as I can. I'm not like that kind of guy. I'm definitely like a clean freak. Like I'm the vacuumer at my house. Like you come in on a Sunday, I'm probably listening to Shania Twain, vacuuming my crib, dude. Straight up. And I love that. See the hardwood floors, all the hair go away. It's fucking rewarding.
Can you sing some Shania Twain for us right now?
I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling all right. I'm gonna let it all hang out. The best thing about being a woman, like to ride the day to have a little fun. Fun. Whoa, if you know it, sing it. Totally crazy. I'm having a baby. Men's shirts, short skirts. Whoa, totally crazy. The way I feel. Feel the attraction. Doing some action. Combing my hair, doing a dare. Whoa, sorry, that just took me back. I can't wait to vacuum on Sunday, dude. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You asked me to do it.
I did. No, I think.
Never read a book, but I can remember lyrics so perfectly, verbatim, to so many songs. And I know I fucked those lyrics up a little bit, but it's because the camera was on me. And honestly, I don't like the way they're fucking looking at me, bro.
So just to give a quick background.
Sorry, you ever seen somebody talk to the camera before, cameraman? Like that? Like talk shit to it like it's a person? Probably not. That was sick.
We're currently in East Sierra Media Studio right now. We're currently in Sparks, Nevada.
I like it here.
Yeah, so this is the first time we're doing this podcast.
Yes.
So shout out to them. Thanks for having us.
Huge shout out. I'm so thankful you guys are here. Yeah. Hey, put your long drinks in the air. Because when I got here, I did the only thing that I thought was fit, and I love the finished taste of the Finland here. Long drinks done a great job. Put your drinks in the air for me, guys, real quick. Cheers. First thing I did was pass out a long drink to everybody here. Cameraman didn't want one, but by the end of this show, he's probably gonna have 2.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna have 2.
I believe it. And so their staff's still here, and Joe walks in and essentially throws out long drinks at everybody and. Makes fun of every
I
single
just
person
wanted everybody in the room to know that I fucking have mad love for them off top already. Just for this being the place that I'm creating this podcast and just everybody got a motherfucking podcast. My grandma's got a podcast, bro. My little nephew, little Tim, he got a motherfucking podcast. Aren't you on a podcast?
I have a podcast.
Cameraman's got his own podcast about being a cameraman about filming podcasts. So what's cool about that though is it allows you to speak, and people that fuck with you and people that love you and people that want to hear what you have to say are gonna tune in, and we're gonna make your fucking day better. How about that? Because it's the Joe Show, and we've been on a sick one pretty much our entire fucking life, and
That's gonna hurt someone's ear.
Somebody be driving.
That hurt my hands.
That fucking that was fucking like made me happy. But somebody's gonna hear that and like crash their car and shit, turn around. And
Oh jeez.
Yeah, fuck. Where are we at?
Well, I definitely wanted to talk about some current events on your podcast. So recently you put an Instagram video up that was on your story that was so good that you
You
put
have water leaking. I'm sorry. The water looked like a fucking small little creek stream coming down Tony's beard. I thought shit was like coming out the side and just rolling down onto his shirt, and he's just talking to me. Shit was weird. Hopefully that fucking we got that. We can zoom in on that.
I think we did.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to put you out like that and talk about
It's fine.
about whether we're cleaning up. But listen, go.
So you have posted a video on Instagram about you post on your story first, then onto your page,
Yeah.
onto your hard post, and you're talking about a new Harley.
A new Harley? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So like, what's the deal with that?
Okay. Dude, I'm the type of guy. Hold on, let's not fuck that up. Shout out to Culture and Cannabis. Like Harley Davidson, to me, like in my mind, what's sick about it is like keeping a tradition, like keeping a look and keeping a vibe about a bike that it's just like you don't have to change it that much. You don't have to change it that much. You don't have to modify it that much, man. You don't have to fucking try to take it into the future, bro. You can just kind of keep that shit old school and people are gonna continue to buy it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They came out with a Dyna Lowrider S and a Dyna Lowrider ST for 2022, okay?
I'm gonna stop you.
Go.
Can you explain what those words all mean?
Oh, God, fucking newbie. We're gonna need to get Tony on a motherfucking Harley.
I need like a dictionary.
Okay, yeah. I didn't mean to be a dick, by the way. I apologize.
It's okay.
So you have Sportsters, which is like a motherfucking 125, ding, 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 but still rips, right? So that's like a narrower frame, smaller bike, smaller tank, smaller wheelbase, everything. That's a sporty. Feeling sporty? It's a fucking Sportster. Your next step up from that is a Dyna. This is the category that we're talking about. That's what I have. You've seen my bike, yes? Mm-hmm. So that's a Dyna. The bike that we're talking about is the newest version of the bike that I have, the S edition.
Why is it called a Dyna? Do you know?
Who the fuck knows? Tony, I don't know. Let's call Harley right now. Get him on the line. Calling. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, is this Harley Davidson? Hey, yeah, I just, my friend just asked me a question. We just smoked a fat bong load. Actually, it was a mole. Real quick, where did the word and how did the name Dyna come along? Can you look that up for us, Tony?
Yeah, it's a combining form meaning power.
I knew that.
Like dynamotor.
Okay. That's bullshit. Dyna doesn't mean power. How's that fucking...
That's what it says, dude.
Dyna's short for power.
A combining form meaning power, used in the formation of compound words. Dyna.
Dope. I feel like if I was a superhero, it'd be Joe Dyna.
That's a good superhero name.
It's kind of not bad.
Joe Dyna? Do you have a motorcycle that you'd ride on?
Fuck yeah, it'd be my Green Goblin. So you have the Dynas. And then you have, you know, like there's a Street Bob, there's a Lowrider, there's a Lowrider S, okay? These are the bikes that we're referring to. It's the newest version of the bike that I have, okay? Following along here?
And what was the name? What was the full word? You said a Dyna what?
Dyna, Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider ST.
Okay.
Why the fuck they added the ST at the end? I don't know. Is it together or spaced out? I don't really know that either. And I'm not trying to be a hater, like I said, but listen. My problem is, my issue is, Harley Davidsons are expensive. and they're not as American made as they once were, which I think that should be. I kind of take pride in the whole like American made thing, honestly, especially for something like that bases their whole premise on being American and having that tradition, you know? So my problem is they're mad expensive. They outsource some of the parts and shit. Maybe they're not being made as well as if they were in the States. And they're you know, you put 2 saddlebags and a fairing on a bike, you can't add $7,000 to that motorcycle, bro. That's not cool. I just don't think that's the look. And some of the curves and the fucking it looks like, to me, I'm totally talking shit right now, which is crazy. I usually don't do this, but I'm just saying how I feel. To me, it looks like Indian motorcycles fairing, their full fairing, on their big bikes. And it's like, why are we doing that? Like I said, the fucking old one that came on the FXIs is amazing. Maybe run that back. Maybe bring that back and sell it at a decent price to where more than fucking 2 guys that I know can buy it. Because if you're gonna ride a Harley, I'm gonna let you know right now, Tony. Get your fucking wallet out, my boy. You hear me? Especially if you want, you know, you don't want to pull up to the light on a fucking squid bike. You know, you want it to look good. You want it to be fucking tittied out. You want to have some nice shit on it.
I'm looking at it right now. It's
and
pretty
it
nice.
It is fucking pricey. Okay, here we are. We're looking at it. I don't like it. And I got some static and I got some heat from some friends that were like, I don't understand why you don't like it. And it's like, well, I don't understand why you like your wife, dude.
Okay, quick
Nobody
question.
likes her.
There's why is this one bigger on the front?
Okay,
than that
so
one?
that's what we're talking about here.
So that's-
See, this is the fairing here. This big fucking bulky thing on here. This is called the fucking cafe fairing. They should take those and they should fucking never put them on a bike and they should throw them all in a pile and fucking burn them.
Oh, I like that one better.
You do like that one. See, that's what's tight. Is like you can like that shit and not like that shit, or like both of them and not like both of them, and I can feel however the fuck I want about it too, right?
Cool.
That's tight. But the fact that you like that one more, we're gonna have to talk about shit. We're gonna have to fucking kind of, we're gonna get you at least into a fucking quarter fairing.
Okay.
And we'll explain that to you too later on down the road. You're getting a fucking bike, basically, is where we're at.
You mentioned.
So if you could have either one of those setups, so this is the Lowrider S, okay? And this is the Lowrider ST. Basically, these are the exact same bike. They have a 117 in them, which is the cubic inch on the motor. They are fast. It's faster than the Lowrider, right? It's supposed to be the more sporty version, which is what the S stands for, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody will fucking write me and tell me I'm a retard. Go down.
That goes up.
And so basically the only difference in between these 2 bikes is those saddlebag junts on the back, those hard bags, and that fairing. Realistically, like that's the only fucking difference, I think.
Yeah,
and for you to add those bags and that fairing, if you were to try to buy that aftermarket, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the price on
And
this.
I want to know the price break. If we could figure that out by the end of this fucking episode, that'd be titties.
21 G's.
Yeah, so starting at 21 G's. Don't get it fucking twisted. Don't get it twisted. If they say starting at, by the time you walk out of there, you're getting raped at 30. Okay? Let's be honest, okay? There's another 9 coming at you, bud. So you might want to just mentally prepare for that. If you buy a bike like that new, and that's starting at. And I think that if you add a fairing and some bags, the price shouldn't be such a gap. And if you don't have good credit, don't go buy a new car or a Harley. All right, let's just be real. Let's build that back up, which is not easy. I was gonna say it's not hard. It's very fucking challenging. If you dig yourself a hole, credit guy style, and you're down in that motherfucker and you're looking up, you're like, damn, how'd I get here? It's like, oh, that's because at 18 years old, they gave you financial freedom to just run up credit cards. And then they fucked with you and sent them to you and said, hey, don't trip, bro. Here's $5,000. Just pay me back later, dude. And put an extra $2.25 on every dollar that you owe me, okay? And you're like, shit, credit cards. No, dude, fuck that. Focus on your credit. Get that dialed. Come with some money down, 3, 4, 5. And get into a decent loan if you're gonna buy a new Harley. That's my piece on that. You got me fired up on that one, I'm sorry. I said a lot in that.
So the verdict is that you don't like the new Harley Dyna.
I love it. I love it. I just.
Rider ST.
It's not that I don't like it. I don't like the style of the fairing. I think it's just. I just don't like it.
I was hoping to get a Harley sponsorship, but I think that might be down the drain now.
Well, what's cool about Harley folks too, what I've learned since I've been around it, and when I was a kid in Michigan, everybody had a fucking Harley. Like all my friends' dads had Harleys. My dad didn't. Why the fuck not, Dad? But all my friends' dads did. My dad claims too. He's like, let me ride that motherfucker. He's like, watch, I'm gonna bang fucking 12 o'clock all the way down the block and scrape fender. I'm like, oh yeah, Dad. He's like, yeah.
Bang 12 o'clock and scrape fender?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
What does that mean? What is that? So basically, you're riding down the road
Okay.
on your bike on two wheels, correct? And then you drop clutch, give her some RPMs, let the clutch out, yacht, and bring it up like this. And then you go all the way straight up and down, and the bike's pointing at what time?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Some motherfuckers be going back to like 1 o'clock, 1:30, sometimes even 2, and that's just fucking, that's outrageous. It's outrageous.
So you kind of live like a double life almost, but
Double life?
well, comedy and
That's
then,
not good.
And then comedy and then like the MC stuff.
Do you live a double life? Dude, you live a double life. Yeah, no, I would not call it a double life. What I would call it is, I would say, a double life. I guess is the only really. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's, I mean, fucking kind of, that's.
And you're like,
I thought I was gonna say something sick there, right? And I didn't.
and you're like kind of famous in like the stunt bike scene, huh?
Not at all. Famous. What is define famous for me? Will you pull that definition up real fast?
Yeah.
Famous. I would like to use like associated and fucking what bike life, right? So like
Known by many people. I mean,
fuck.
you might be famous.
That word I think is misconstrued then.
Yeah.
It's been like, you know, I guess for a Renaultian, right? For a 775 kid that grew up in a trailer park in Michigan, fucking went to Arizona, got thrown a mic in comedy, fucking threw on stage Eminem style, and then same thing with MC and stunt shows. Well, fuck it. Yeah, I guess I'm low-key fucking Joe Fame. Joe, Reno local fucking fame guy.
Reno famous.
It's cool. Well known. I like that part better. I don't, famous is, fuck that word.
Okay, so you're well known in Reno, but you're like well known across the country in the stunt bike.
I've been blessed to do the MC thing and be plugged in by some super fucking dope and talented individuals who put me on. And I've got to travel the country and go to sick rallies and go to sick bike shows and be the guy that just hypes you the fuck up and makes you happy, honestly. Like I've done stunt shows and like intermish when the bikes get lined up and parked for a little bit, let them motherfuckers cool down because we almost blew up 2 of them. It's like I interact with the crowd. I'm talking to kids. I'm fucking making this group of older folks laugh and like I'm fucking, dude, I don't know about you. Do you like to dance?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Hit one right now, go.
Okay, I don't like to dance that much.
Okay. Then don't tell me that. That's like, yo.
I have to be like in.
I guess I live a triple life, actually a quadruple life, because I also love to dance.
Okay.
I'm a semi-professional dancer. I fucking should have gone to Juilliard. It was an option.
For dance.
I backed out. For dance.
Not comedy.
Hey, that's such a sick thing. If you're able to just tell somebody, it's like, yeah, I went to Juilliard. That's gangster as fuck.
Yeah. It's like something when we went to Harvard.
And then I also love to fucking roller skate. Are you coming to my 30th birthday in 6 days?
I mean, I'm here right now.
Oh, fuck, we gotta fly him out. Should we fly him out? Yes or no? Put it in the comments. I think we should fly you out for my 30th, dude.
What are you gonna do?
I'll pay for 49%, dog. Hey, fly your friends out for 49% of the fucking cost. If he pays 51, you pay 49, you got a long distance homie, boom, he's coming out. Tickets are cheap right now too, by the way. Especially if you fly fucking Spirit. Or what's the other jump that's fucked up?
Allegiant.
Oh, Frontier.
Frontier.
Dude, I sat in a Frontier seat one time, and by the end of it, I was like, I walked off the plane all fucked up. Like one of my eyes was like falling down and shit. I fucking couldn't sleep for 3 days because I had knots in my lower back. I'm pretty sure I got COVID that day too. Basically, the seats are fucked and they don't sanitize anything. Or they over-sanitize those little fucking cheap leather seats. Anyways, that flight got me riled up. One of my boys paid for that flight, actually.
Was it a 59?
One of my boys paid for that flight.
41?
No, he paid for the whole thing.
Well, that's why
he's like, I'm gonna fly you out. And I was like, thank you so much. I'll fly in the fucking underneath in the cargo section with the fucking suitcases. But he's like, yo, catch this flight. And I had never flown Frontier. And then I experienced that Frontier jump. Not cool.
Where'd you go for that Frontier
Denver.
flight? Oh.
I did Dyna Days Volume 2 in Denver. That was fun.
Who flew you out?
My boy Benny Brapo, Breaker Boys crew. This right here. Do this for me, Tony. That's the BBK. That's the
Gang,
Breaker
gang.
Boys crew. Gang gang. Right? Juilliard, motherfucker. You know what I mean? No, so Benny associate helped me out. Assisted. Sorry, sometimes I say things that I don't mean. So he brought me out, and then my boy Chase Sideways, extremely talented guy, talented writer, plugged me with the MC spot at that show. Sick, dude. Hey, by the way, drones hit different. I say again, drones hit different. And I say that because there's a drone shot of me and Chase at that show, and I'm laying like this, and I got my hand back, and he's coming this way in a wheelie, 12 o'clock, laying it back, and his shit's more like 1 o'clock. And he comes by, just dips his hand down, and just gives me the low five of death. And the crowd was like, one chick was like, you know, like she just, chicks were dumping them out, guys were fucking freaking out, dude, heads were exploding. Babies, like, that were crawling were standing now. It was fucking insane. At least in my mind, that's how it went. Really, it didn't go like that at all. But in my mind, that's how it went. And so, dude, fuck, exciting, fun. And to think that started with just getting tossed a mic, dude.
So back to
Breaker Boys crew out of Denver, Colorado, dude. HQ, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And that's why it's on a Sick One podcast, baby. Fuck, life's good.
I like consistently like to joke with you about who you are as a person and the type of like crowd that follows you and like the clothes that you wear.
Yeah.
But I also have a lot of respect for you. But
thanks, dude. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck, man? You want me crying on the first podcast, the first episode? I'm just kidding.
I was gonna transition.
That sounded like I was crying though, didn't it?
That was good.
If that sounded like I was crying, send me $2 on Venmo.
Maybe to Juilliard, you know?
I'm trying to go back to Juilliard. I got my associates. I'm trying to get my bachelor's. You feel me? Hey, 4 years.
So you're
Remember, hey, that's a follow back to when we talked earlier about I got a 4-year high school diploma right now in comedy. And that's good. I got my diploma, I feel like.
your high school diploma, yeah.
But I want to go to Juilliard for my bachelor's.
So you're also wearing a SRH hoodie, and I haven't seen SRH since I was like 13.
Shout out SRH.
I'm like wondering where you got this.
Yo, this shit is so sick. Originated in '91 is when SRH started out of Cali. Super
Are you
dope
also
brand.
wearing etnies right now?
No.
Oh.
I have Chucks on, which is the sickest fucking shoe on the planet. But it also makes your lower back hurt. But don't be a bitch. Wear your Chucks. SRH. This is one of the stunt riders, right? So one of the fucking first dudes to plug me with like a big opportunity was Tallboy T, sup Tyler. And he works with SRH. He is associated with them. They're like, you know, he fucking supports their brand. They support him. Sponsorship style, and they gave him this as like a signature, a dish hoodie. And it dropped, and he shared it, and I saw it, and it was like SRH, and then in quotations, tall boy. And I was like, I fucking snapshot of that shit. I sent it to him. I was like, yo, fam. I was like, is this a tall boy dish SRH fucking 91 drop? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, you getting fucking, you know, taken care? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I called my wife. I was like, hey, yeah, no, I'm gonna go online right now. Is the card good? I don't have the mobile banking app, honey. No, I don't have the mobile banking app, honey. And made sure my card was straight because I'm always on that swipe and pray program because don't put too much money in my account, right? And bought the hoodie right then and there. And I did that because I used to wear different brands, right? Like I used to wear Brixton. I thought Brixton was sick. I like their logos. I don't know. I was like Joe Brixton in this motherfucker, dude. But I don't know them. And apparently they're Canadians. And I love our fucking neighbors to the north. I've been to Canada. It's amazing there. But I also like, what the fuck? I'm wearing a brand. I don't know these guys, and I'm making them rich. Meanwhile, I have friends and people that I know that have brands or they're getting kickbacks for having a signature edition or something. Like, I'm buying that shit. Not only do I look fucking tits, but I also am supporting my boys, dude. Like, the fuck? The other night at the comedy show, I wore High Side Life sweatsuit, motherfucker. I risked getting a boner on stage, bro. Could you imagine if I'd have been full flexed? Dude, that'd been so bad, dude. I risked it all.
I mean, are we gonna do an all-women show in March?
We are.
I mean,
Dude, why would you transition it like that? Hey, everybody put your drinks back in the air and let's cheers to Tony's fucking comment real quick. Thanks, guys. Hey, and by the way, you have to make sure you hit that shit when we do the cheers.
What were we talking about? Oh, SRA.
She was like, fuck you, bro. I loved it.
So wait, did you buy this from, like, where's this on, like, Tilly's.com?
No, dude, it's SRH.com. Are you kidding me? I don't think they have this. They're not fucking selling this out of Tilly's. Buying things on the internet. Gary Vee is a very adamant guy about like, people used to tell me I was a fucking moron for telling them that things were gonna sell on the internet like crazy. And they would tell him that. They'd be like, that's not gonna happen, that's gonna happen. Yeah. Everything I buy is on the internet. And all of my friends that have brands or associated brands are on the internet. And I can just click, I can go to it, I can go, I like that one. Click it, drag it over, put it into my cart, put my information into it, which always scares me a little bit. And boom, next thing you know, 3 days later, I open my door, no one stole my package, and it's right there. I open it up, and it's like,
So you're a proponent for online shopping?
It's fucking, I love the fact that it gives people the opportunity to sell things online. Speaking of which, I have shirts live now, and hats, snapbacks, they're sick. And don't we have a hoodie that just fucking dropped?
Yeah.
And what's the other shit?
A hat?
No, it's two shirts, a black and a white. One's my face, the other one's my emoji.
Yeah.
What a fucking guy, huh? Shout out to my boy Willie Cadner who made those icons for me. You were right. That's always cool. And that's live right now. You can go to joecomedy775.com and get yourself some merch. But dude, support your friends. Support your friends. Culture and Cannabis, right? Associated. That's an associated brand, meaning that I want to fucking buy it, Tony, because I love you, bro, and you help me out, and we take care of each other, right, as friends? And we're working together business-wise and shit, making shit happen. Yeah. If you fucking benefit from me buying that and I can support you in that way, I'm dragging the shit into my cart, I'm putting my card information in, and it's sent to my house in 3 days.
I love that.
I love it.
You're a good friend.
You're a great friend, dude. Always be a good friend. Always be a good friend. I want to bring something up to you real quick. I got a question for Tony. I've always kind of like grew up and had people always say, and you know, people listening along here, tell me or correct me if I'm wrong, but it's always been known that, you know, small circles, it's all about small circles. The smaller your circle, the doper you are, or whatever. You know, small circles this, small circles that. My question, Tony, is like my circle, I have like sub-circles, right? Like circle, dot, dot. I'm just kidding. I don't know why that popped in my head. But like circles, right? So different circles in my life with people from different places and different, you know, different spots of the country and shit. So I guess I could say that my circle is very broad. I don't have a small circle. So for you, do you believe in that whole like small circles thing? Like you ain't real, Tony? Cause you got that big ass circle. Like what, dude? I don't know. That's my take on it. I want to know yours.
I think it's more about like the people that are like closest to you. Like keep that circle small. I I think like what you're saying is like I think they mean like I know as many people as possible, but
be as famous as possible,
but
as well known as possible.
But
right?
keep to keep to you and your circle, because like I mean I think you know more better than anybody else. Like the more information that gets out about you to the masses can get construed. Information that you might not want to get out.
Do you know why I want to be well known, Tony?
I don't.
Dude, do you know? I'll tell you. I'm excited to tell you this. Working a job is great. I have a phenomenal job. I am extremely appreciative for my job. I'm doing really well at it, and then I'm chasing my dreams and doing what I love doing by doing stand-up comedy and by emceeing shows and just traveling around and chasing that. But if I could get fucking paid as well or better than I do now by waking up in the morning and going, oh shit, I gotta fucking go do something that I truly love to do and that I'm super duper passionate about, that's the motherfucking GOAL right there, my boy, honestly.
So that's why you want to be famous?
That's well known.
Got it.
Let's just say that from now on. I don't want to be famous. I want to be well known. So I guess if you were to fucking fucking take that word and take it in the corner, I guess you'd call it famous. But I don't like famous. No, I don't want to be famous. Joe Famous? It sounds kind of good though.
Joe Well Known.
Joe Well Known is sicker. Way sicker. So yeah, thank you for sharing your perspective though on the big circle, small circle.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
I liked what you said too, by the way. As in, like, that was a good point. You want your family, you want the people that are blood and that like day ace homies, like the ones that you've known for 20, 25 years, like majority of your life that are still riding and hanging out with you and talking to you.
I don't think it has to be about time. I think it has to be about trust, People that you can trust. That's the most important thing.
That inner circle.
You can't trust that.
That's what it's called though.
Inner circle.
Inner circle.
Yeah.
I think those are two different things though, Tom. Inner circle is like, that's like that small joint that's like based right around you, right? I almost just fucking jerked off my laundry and that was tight. And then you have your circle. That's like your friends and shit and the people that you know and that you associate yourself with.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
And then if you have a big ass circle, or like I like to call it sub-circles, fucking. So I guess I don't necessarily agree with what you just said. Sorry. Sometimes you gotta tell your friends how you feel.
Whoa, okay.
Sometimes you gotta tell your friends.
So, what's your point? I'm sorry.
My point is like you said earlier, I'm a great friend, and I'm stoked as fuck that you're a part of my inner and outer circle.
I'm in the inner and out?
7 billion people in the world, and we know each other. That's tight. Be thankful for that. Call your friends. How about that? You ever just had a friend tell you like, yo, maybe you should just hit somebody up just because you don't know how much you could just brighten their motherfucking day. You don't know if somebody's in the dumps. You know how often I call my friends and I'm like, hey, what's good, bro? I know I haven't talked to you in a while, but I just wanted to see how the fuck you're living. How you doing? Where's your head at? What goals you got right now? Where's things at? How you doing? I'm a hype man. That's what the fuck I do, and I hype my friends. And I think that if we could do that more, call your family, your loved ones, call your friends, check in with your loved ones and friends and family is major. Sometimes Tony will call me. He'll be like, Joe, where you at? How you doing? What are you thinking about right now? And some days it's like, well, right now, I'm having kind of a poopy day. And then other times I'm just like the most happy motherfucker you ever seen on the planet. I'm like, hey, Tony, what's up, man? And, sometimes that flippy floppy wishy-washy's where you're the fucking not doing so hot, right? Yeah. And then what do?
Hype me up.
Pick it up. Hype it up.
Yeah.
Goes a long way, Tone. Goes a long way. Be a good fucking friend, folks. Be a good friend. Be a good son. If you don't like your parents, that sucks. That sucks. I get it. They don't always work out like that, but you should call your mom or your dad. And if you can't, you can call me and I'll love you. Fuck it. Straight out of camera, baby. Well known.
Well known, Joe.
Real quick, I just wanted to take a quick little time out to say thank you to Culture and Cannabis. Not only for getting me wicked blazed and having a good time and thinking about good things, but also blessing me up and taking care and being a Brought to you in part by Culture and Cannabis. Love it. Also,
Yeah.
we were talking about it earlier.
We're repping.
Associated brands.
Yeah.
If it helps you, it helps me, it helps us. Well known.
We should get a count on how many times we touch hands this podcast.
All right, this goes back to kind of the cleaning thing. Like, if you're a dirty motherfucker and your house is nasty, are your hands nasty too? Are you a nasty motherfucker that don't cut his toenails? You got fucking rot foot. You got fucking athlete foot.
I mean, some people say how you do some things is how you do everything. So.
Oh, that just mind fucked me for about 4 seconds, dude. That was tight. Wow. Wow. Episode 1, Tony. So great. So thankful. Thank you for assisting me in helping getting this started.
You ready to wrap this up?
Fuck no, dude. I could talk for 4 days, dude. I seriously could. I seriously could not stop.
We're like almost at an hour right now.
Well, I guess you just got to give the people what they want. I like to keep things super short and sweet certain times. I think for this first episode, we're going to run it. What else you got in that motherfucking laptop? I love how my boy, too, pulls up all fucking high key. He's like, hold on, let me, I put my sunglasses here. I put my phone here. I got my long drink in my fucking, But my motherfucking man pulls out his laptop. He's like, hold on, dude, I got some questions.
Well, you did talk about a lot of things I wanted to talk about today.
Because he says I talk a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you, I was wanting you to introduce yourself.
What did you say earlier? You said 20 things that you were going to ask me that I just said without you asking me. Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, you went through what?
Hey, that was number 17.
Yeah, we've been touching hands a lot this podcast, dude. And that sounds a lot worse than
that last one too. When we went in for the high five, I straight hand hugged him on the low, like quick. It was like
it was a soft.
It was like a quick hand hug.
Is there
real quick? Are you sleepy?
Not particularly. Are you?
Kind of. Cause
I just ripped.
I'm ONASICKONE.
Cold brew. What do you got?
Oh damn! You pulled that whole thing.
What do you got? What do you got?
I have a twisted tea.
Okay.
I fucking love twisted teas. All my friends love twisted teas. I'll shotgun this right now, first podcast. If I didn't want to fucking get spray onto this fucking shroom of a light inflator, I would definitely shotgun that right now. But I also have.
Good.
Let me get it out of my bag. I have one of these.
Wow.
It is a companion. A fan. 17, 18. This is the happiest hour. This is a terpene shot, THC infused terpene shot.
There's no THC in it.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's no THC in it.
Dude, I called today. I was like, is this the terpene hotline? Are you sure?
100%.
Did I imagine that phone call? But it didn't really happen. Maybe. Are you sure?
100%.
Dude, somebody last night tried to tell me too. They're like, there's no CBD or THC in that. Why do you keep saying that? And I was like, dude, I tried to read the back of the bottle.
It's a THC enhancer.
Wow. Okay.
So like we're high.
So here we go. Let's this is what it is.
I think you're supposed to drink that first.
Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. They're like, it's not gonna work, asshole, because you're supposed to hit it first and then take it.
You're technically supposed to drink it, wait a little bit, and then
This one, so it's the happiest hour. This one's called Wake and Partake. Great name.
And they're pretty tasty too.
That one's fucking.
I mean, give me one. Fuck
yeah,
it, man.
Fuck it. You want to try one?
Yeah, give me.
Does anybody else want to try one?
No.
He ain't afraid to drink a motherfucking laundry, Hey, he'll take that motherfucking laundry, Are you back there working on one computer and also fucking gaming on another? I feel like you're back there fucking really on a sick one, dude.
The computers here are insane.
They're sick as fuck, dude. I have one in my office and I love it so much. My computer's sick and I fucking use it a lot. But if I had that set up, I'd get fucking 10 times more work done. I need to talk to my boss. What do you think?
Delicious.
Tastes good.
Feels good. I feel good instantly.
So it's an enhancer. I'm glad you fucking taught me that.
Yeah, and so like they got a couple other ones in there, huh?
They do. We can. Hey, what mood are you in, or what are you looking for?
Yeah.
We can fit your fancy. Happiest hour. We also have in door number 2.
We don't have to go through all of them. Just pull it out.
We'll go through fucking as many as I want. It's the Joe Show, motherfucker. This one's called Intensify, and it's companion. So it almost seems like this one would be one that you take before you start fucking. And I'm about to go home in a little bit. Kid's gonna go to bed. And my wife's called me 4 times since we started recording this podcast. I'll see you soon, honey. Intensify. Dude, that one honestly tastes like fucking awesome. Mango. Hey, I told you don't hold back the laughter, goddamn. The homie's back there like this.
Not trying to laugh.
Mango, is that
It's Mercing.
Mercine. Okay, smarty pants. You're like Jay Light in this motherfucker. So that one's Intensify. We're gonna just go ahead and go through the 4. There's a 4.
Are you gonna drink all?
What better way to enhance my high?
Which one's
So
that one?
this one's called The Happiest Hour, Repair and Recover. Look, hey, they're gonna listen to this and watch this. They're gonna call me. They're gonna be like, hey, we've never seen anyone drink all 4 of those at the same time, ever. You shouldn't have done that. And I'm gonna be like, well, this is the ONASICKONE podcast, and if you really want to intensify your high, you're gonna take.
Wait,
all
which
4
one's
of
that
them.
one?
This is Repair and Recover. What's cool about all of these is I can justify drinking all of them. Like Wake, I'm kind of tired right
Can
now.
I see it? What's it?
Intensify, I'm going home to my wife later. Mend,
Oh man.
my heart is broken. I'm just kidding. Mend, it's Repair and Recovery. So I don't know.
Probably good for your hangover.
Ginger,
Oh, okay.
turmeric clove.
How
It's
was
not
that?
bad. I didn't mean to make that. Was that a bad sound?
No, it just seems like you like.
It's intense.
Well, because it has turmeric in it.
Yeah, my body's going, what are you doing? We got one more here.
Oh my god.
I'm so sick of you guys fucking laughing on my podcast. You're not allowed to laugh here, Tone.
Sorry.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Let it out.
Last one.
Sleep. You know we drinking that motherfucker. Because what are we doing later? The most important thing in your life is sleep. Sleep deprivation is not good, my boy. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Podcast 5, I'm going to tell that story. So if you want to know that part, if you've listened this long, God, I fucking love you. And if you're going to listen that long on this one, you're definitely going to listen to episode 5. And when you listen to episode 5, I'm going to tell that story as to why sleep is the most fucking important thing in your life. Not oversleeping and not undersleeping. And this one's called Sleep. More Z's, please. It says it right on it.
They're good. Trendy.
Smells good.
How's it taste?
Orange cinnamon. And not too much cinnamon, but just enough orange. Fuck. That was good.
So,
Oh, man. I'm intensified, sleepy, awake. What the fuck was that? And mended. Fucking mended.
you're mended, dude.
Amended.
Sean mended.
Happiest hour, terpene shots, weed enhancers. Thank you. Happiest hour, because I've had my happiest hour this last hour. Straight up.
I think it's been almost an hour. Wow. First hour of your podcast. How you feel?
Fucking super. Just kidding. Really good. If you've listened to it thus far, like I said, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody for hanging out here that's helped us record the podcast. I fucking greatly appreciate you for bringing me on this podcast. I'd like to wrap this up by answering one more of your fabulous questions. Just to get this first Joe Show on a Sick One podcast in motion. What do you got?
What
Shoot it from the hip, Tone.
What can people expect to listening to the Joe Show and or coming to your comedy shows?
Cool.
Maybe we'll start with comedy shows first and then go into the joke.
Yo, first of all, do you write questions for like a super important show or something, dude? Because that was a fucking great way to end that shit.
Yes.
19. Oh shit.
There's
so,
multiple touches in there too, because like I'm like
Bam,
bamming
bam,
you,
swam,
I'm
and
like,
then
and like high fiving.
That's tight.
A little snap.
Stop fucking touching me, Tony. I'm just kidding. What can my friends and fellow followers and supporters of mine and my family and and our journeys, cause right, like if we're gonna fucking be friends, it's our journey. You can expect to come to the last Thursday of each month comedy show at the Polo Lounge. That's gonna be for at least the end of this year, one a month, last Thursday. We're gonna do that the rest of this month. We're 5 for 5. Sorry. 20, you know what I'm saying?
21.
All 5 shows that we've had there have been great. I've had a lot of success throwing comedy shows, so you can expect more of that. I love hosting, and I'm the type of motherfucker, I love myself, so like I'll plug everybody, and then once in a while I'll plug myself in, and I will headline a motherfucker. So when I do that, make sure you come to my shows. Thrown and also headlined by the same person. You ain't never seen that. That's not something that typically you do in comedy. I'm sorry to all the people that are old school and say that that's fucked up and I shouldn't do that. Suck it. That was remember that in WWE?
Yes.
I didn't mean that. But I meant everything that I said tonight. You can expect more stunt shows this summer. I think we're gonna go to some sick ones. But you never know. That's kinda, you know, you'll see it. You'll see it. Check the gram. Check the gram. Social media is fucked, but Instagram's sick. Cause it helps me promote my shit. So Joe Comedy 775.
And then what about the podcast?
And you can expect more of fucking this guy and I. What's up? Full time?
Yes.
This ain't no motherfucking part time. 21. And you can just expect to listen to this podcast. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking try to bring a lot of power through positivity. I think that's something that I try to live with every day. I think you guys should too. I'm gonna have some good reminders. Good stories, great guests. Tony's gonna be my co-host, but I'm gonna have sick ass guests in here, dude. And I already know who the first one is, and I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna need to keep an eye out for it. So, fucking please like, reshare, drop a comment. If it's negative or positive or in the middle or wherever the fuck, just say some shit about it. If you listen to it, let me know what the fuck you think. Tell me what I can do better, because everybody fucking has room for improvement. And that's what the fuck you can expect at On a Sick One podcast with Joe and Tony. Full time, not part time. The Joe Show.
Great. Well, where can they find you on Instagram?
So I've said that 7 times. If you haven't picked it up by now, it's Joe Comedy 775 on Instagram. Please fucking give a shout out, love, and a follow to Culture and Cannabis and Full Time Tony. Shout out JC Coates. Shout out all my boys. You know who the fuck you are. And again, you should see these amazing people that are in this room with us that have sat here with us and enjoyed this podcast. So thank you to you guys as well. We will be back. Episode 1 of, yo, we gonna keep this thing fucking moving?
Yes.
We can't hype them up like that just to let them down.
Of course.
Don't build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down. Word any worst of all. I'm sorry, I took 2 and 2 and blended all 4, and I don't know where the fuck we are. It's the On a Sick One podcast. I kind of fucking spaced out the end of it. That's because I couldn't find the 1 in On a Sick One. If you get a new dog, don't be afraid to name it On a Sick One. It's the On a Sick One podcast with Joe Comedy 775 and Full Time Tony, never part time. And tune in next month for the next fucking episode. Love you guys. Thank you, Tony.
One more time. Handshake.
Yeah, cool. Chug this. Do it. For my fucking followers.
No.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you on a sick one? Peace and love. Thank you. On a sick one.